I don't know if I'm live or not here. Hey, YouTube shut me down again. Yeah, I'm doing a review. I already had this. They shut us down before. Then they reviewed me and said that it was good, and now they're doing it again. I think it's just a bot. I'm typing them right now. I'm just doing an appeal real quick. Just handicapping a legal online product. In America. Let's see. Not promoting a betting website or taking bets, just talking about horse racing, handicapping a legal online product in America. I'll just handicap the races from here on out. I won't talk about betting. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know if they're going to shut me down for good or what. They sided with me and they took the strike away. I honestly don't know. Maybe they don't like me talking about amounts or something. I think they think that I'm accepting bets or that I'm promoting a gambling website. Is the problem? I think it's just their bots, and whenever I get reviewed, they say it's okay. So I don't know. I might lose my channel. I might not. We have an insider here. That was a YouTube informant. I don't know. Maybe the problem is me talking about amounts or something. Maybe it's too obvious betting. I don't know. Yeah, right now they're just saying I'm doing the community standards. It's not actually a copyright strike. Half of YouTube that I look at is about gambling. You can go and show yourself betting on a casino game. Yeah, we're not taking bets here. I don't know. If not, I might have to do Skype or something, or maybe Twitch, but I don't know. Yeah, there are gambling tutorials on YouTube. I honestly don't know. They sided with me before. They're probably going to, I think they're going to side for me. I think they don't realize that horse racing is legal in America. Last time I did this, I kind of typed the same thing, and they're like, you're good. Hopefully we'll be fine. They also said something about a firearm. I know I took my gun out of my pocket, but I'm pretty sure I did that off screen. And I got my gun in the case. I didn't even flash it or talk about it. Well, maybe now I'm talking about it. Oh, Ryan, you got an insider at YouTube that you had review that looked at my stuff and said nothing was wrong on that. Yeah, it's crazy. They do show live casinos. I don't know. All right, that's a big distraction. Now I'm all distracted. Yeah, I'll try to get back together. Oh shit, they responded to me already. Dude, they think I'm taking bets. I don't know. They just said they're going to shut me down. Hey, Disco, it didn't drop. YouTube is saying that I'm violating their policy with gambling. I don't know if they think I'm taking bets. I don't know. I might be off of YouTube. We'll see. Read my email I got. I'll put it up. Our team reviewed your comment, and unfortunately, we think it violates our sale of regulated policy goods. We removed the following comment from YouTube. We know you might be disappointed, but it is important that you have a safe place. If comment breaks our rules, we will remove it. If you're not a legal, legitimate gambling betting domain, you can have your site reviewed. I don't know. I'm just going to go on. I might get zapped. Rex. Oh, you're killing me, Rex. Oh. All right, let's just try to look at Gulfstream. We got 6 furlongs claiming 12.5, non-winners of 2 lifetimes on the dirt. We have been liking speed there. Read that again about a comment. What do you mean? Read that again about a comment. Your content violated. Your YouTube promotes. YouTube prohibits content that promotes or links to sites that allow for online gambling or betting, unless the domain is certified by Google Ads or reviewed by YouTube. This policy applies to video description, comments, live stream, and any other YouTube public feature. Keep in mind, this list is not exclusive. Oh, my wife is saying maybe I can't have Twin Spires on the screen. I'll take Twin Spires off the screen for now. I'll try to just talk about the races. So right now we're just talking about use Patreon. I'm gonna look into some other things because I think I'll lose the video. Maybe it's because Twins Bet America thing is on there. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to put up the video. Hopefully, you guys have access to video. Which to me is crazy. I don't know. Oh, boo. All right, so this, let me just set up this stuff so I can see what's going on. And I'm not betting. We're just talking about racing here. So we got a 6 furlong claiming 12.5, non-winners of 2 lifetime. This one horse is going to be on 6 furlongs. I'm still liking speed. The outside of the track was good last time this one horse ran. He was in the 4 hole. He was slow. Match strides with the slowest winner. Slow. He was eased up. 2 races back, he was average at a higher level. I'm all messed up. I'm all messed up right here. This horse is tricky. You got to determine what went wrong in his last race. Why he was eased up. He's making a big drop in class. 3 races back, he was 1 tick slower than the fastest winner at a higher level. If he goes back to this race, he should be the winner. The 2 horse is a little tricky. He hasn't ran since November of last year. He stumbled. 2 races back was May 17th of last year. So a year ago, he was ready. He won easily. He's 11-1. The 3 horse ran against the bias last race. It was a closing day. He got a nice lead at the top of the stretch, couldn't finish. I think that's a really good race. 2 races back, average, average, average. 3 races ago, he had a bad rail. I probably agree that he should be the chalk because I think he should be a chalk off the last race. But I'm going to say, if you know the 1 horse is right, the 1 should be the chalk. This is a little tricky right here. 4 is scratched. The 5 also ran on a closing day. August 9th, that's the same day that this 3 horse ran. He tried to be a raider, a stalker. I still think the 3 horse ran better than him. 6 ran a good race 3 races ago. It was a stalker closer day. He ran against the bias. He went too fast to win. That was at a route. I don't like route to sprint. 2 races back, the outside of the track was good. He was on the inside. There's an excuse there. And 3 races ago, the rail was bad. Or last race, the rail was bad, and he was average, average, average. This is an interesting race. Yeah, I'm so distracted right now. I'm having a hard time putting my thoughts together and my wording together. This race is really interesting because I think if the 1 comes back, I think the 1 can win this race. But I don't know if it's really. If I think if the 1's right, I think I could go with the 1. If the 1's not right, I'm leaning towards the 3, and I'm leaning towards the 5. Now the 5 or the 3, I don't think is really playable at 3-2. I'm almost thinking there's a good shot at exact the 3 on top of the 1 and 5, and the other way to go is the 1 and the 5 to win. Is kind of what I'm thinking here of who I like the best. Now they're walking into the gate right now. That's how I'm kind of looking at the race. 3 on top of the 1 and the 5. I think has a decent shot, and then 1 and 5 to kind of win is the other direction I'm thinking in this race. And I'm sorry, I don't think I could do the video right now. I'm going to try to work on this. I'll try to be a race caller right here for you guys. I am not gambling, and I don't think anyone in the chat room is gambling. YouTube is mad at the winners they missed earlier. Frankie Tubbs, He's thinking there's a chance for a 5 and 6 on top of the 2 and 3 exacta. Yeah, I don't get these rules at them. Oh wait, I need the feed up over here so I can kind of talk through this. Sorry about this. Man, shit, it felt like the channel was doing pretty decent for a small channel. Two gets the lead, so the 1 is dead last. The 2's the horse that has not ran for a year. So the 2 got the lead, the 3's stalking 1 length off the lead, and the 5's 1 length behind him. The 1 horse is sitting in about 5th race. The first call was 22 and 1. 1's making a move up the rail. 2 is still getting pretty pressured on the 3 by the 3. The 3 is coming up to nose level on the 2. It all depends on how hard this 2 has been riding so far. 2's drifting back to the rail. He's getting a little bit of a space between them. 3's keep fighting. They went 45 and 1 at the half. The 1's closing, but I think that he's going to run out of room. It's going to be 2-3-1 is the finish there. 2-3-1. So the horse that had, I knew this was going to be a tricky race. So they were able to put the Band-Aid on this horse. Holy shit, the 2 went off to 16 to 1. I was so distracted. I never realized, oh wow, that changed the entire opinion of that whole race. Thanks, YouTube, for getting me so distracted there, to be honest. I never realized this 2 was that high of odds. God, this horse had speed. The only fault was him not running for a year. I kind of said if this horse can go back. I never realized he was at those odds. I just got distracted in my own thoughts. Case had yeah, my race calling skills are terrible. Frankie Tubbs looked like he had it. Case had the 2 all the way at Gulfstream. Yeah, we were talking about the 2 stumbled last race. The reason I got off of the 2 and didn't, for some reason, I never realized he was 16 to 1. I wish I would have realized that, because this could have been an inside play. For 16 to 1 winning the race, I am not upset with this result at all. This result makes perfect sense. This result this 2 horse popped his first time out at 50,000, maiden claiming 50,000. I don't really understand why they dropped him to 12.5 last race, but he stumbled and lost rider. It was all, this horse makes perfect sense on the lead. It's just if you were willing to play. I never realized this horse was that long of odds. I kind of glossed over him. I was just, I honestly think this exacta was pretty catchable. We thought the 3 was going to run good. I thought the 1 had upside. I went to the, I think I went to the 5 thinking it, because he ran with the 3 before. This is a race that I didn't have. that in hindsight, it makes perfect sense. I don't have a problem with him running away in the three never. The three ran a good race, just wasn't good enough. I think the one ran a good enough race too. Two was tricky to get to, but God's honest truth, at 16-1, he was almost in a category where you could have said that they're almost forcing a play out of you there. And I think was it Case that had him? Yeah, Case had him, so Case knows that this was not a hard horse to get to. Yeah, Chester, I really don't get it. I might still be in violation if they take my if they take the YouTube. That's what happened. And Case like this horse at 7-1, and the odds floated up for him. Nice handicapping there. Parsons got to him, but not correctly. You can you stream in Discord? I didn't know you can stream in Discord as a. I didn't know you can stream in Discord. Hey guys, if you're interested in, and I have to change the platform, you might want to just, if you're interested in still following the show, because I really don't want to give up on it, follow me on Twitter, and I'll give you updates if I try to do another platform. Yeah, I'm still alive, but I got in the back of my head that they just, that they might just end it. Whoops. I don't like that. How do I get out of that? Oh, it's saying that I got to sign into chat, and it says that I can't sign into chat while the stream is going. Hey, thank you, Disco Partner. It's Plus Player 4. It's at Plus Player 4 on Twitter. So there's no career for me in race calling? Let's see, we're going into the fifth race at Churchill. I'm not sure if I seen the fourth race or not. Let me just see the results at Churchill in the fourth race. The one horse won the fourth race at Churchill. I know we did not look at that race. Is this just a 4-horse race at Churchill? Okay, Churchill, we're not interested in even looking at. It looks like it's a 3-horse race. It looks like there's literally 3 entries in that race. There's 4 horses because there's a 1 and a 1A, but there's only 3 interests there. So Churchill, we're not interested in that at all. So I guess we're going into the 7th race at Gulfstream Park. Oh shit, Arlington Park is getting ready to run. Arlington Park got about 14 minutes to. Arlington Park's first race is going to be a 5-horse field. It's probably not the best race to do that silly little bias. It is a 6-furlong race on the poly. The 2, the 4, and the 5 are going to be the horses in the 1 through 3 post position. The 7's also taking some action. He's 8 to 5. The 5's even money. Just with it being a short race or short field, 5-horse race, I don't know if it's worth doing that exacta or the Dutch. I guess the Dutch is worth it if the 2 or the 4 wins. I'll be interested in watching it. Thanks, Renato. I hope I'm saying your name right. I probably say it different every time I say it. So the next race at Gulfstream, we got a mile 16th. It's on the turf. It's claiming 12.5. I think we had a horse go wire to wire. What did we have so far at Gulfstream on the turf? I know we had one horse on a route go wire to wire, but he was kind of the horse that we thought was the best. I think there was 2 turf races today at a route. I'm trying just to go through the results real quick. And in the 5th race, a first-time starter won that race, and he came from 1 length off the lead. So I guess speed's been holding up pretty good there today at Gulfstream on the turf. The fractions have been on the lively side too. They haven't been slow. They haven't been super fast. They've just been kind of solid fractions so far today there on the turf. I can't roll my R's. Renato. I can't. All right, this one horse, stalking closing day last race. He came out average. He went fast for the next two calls. I do like when horses that are stalkers earn triangle and hearts. That's usually a really good sign that they can win, that they're in really good form and they're sitting on a win. He's 2-1 right now. The two horse, average, Matt Strides with the slowest winner last race. Just out of position at the top of the stretch. I don't think that's a terrible race. 2 races back outside of the track was good. He was slow. He just looks like a one-run kind of horse that needs the pace to kind of fall apart. He has been running at a little bit higher of a level. He's trying to find his spot here. I do notice that he did win a race August 15th of last year by going wire to wire. If he goes wire to wire, he would be a sneaky threat to go wire to wire here. The 3 I don't really care for. Slow, average, slow. 3 races ago, average. He's been getting kind of close to in position, but yeah, I'm not really feeling him. The 4 horse, average last race. That's a nice race. 2 races ago, he went fast for the first 2 calls. Average, he won that race. This looks like a bunch of cheap claimers that are in decent form. 5 horse, stalking day, average, slow. 2 races back, average, and slow 3 races ago. Honestly, nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong with him, not even that race 3 races ago. It looks like he just chased a slow pace and couldn't win that race. He tried to come off the back end. He made a nice move, almost got the lead at the top of the stretch, only to flatten out. Man, this is a good board here at Gulfstream. The 6 horse, average, slow, 2 races back. Stalking closing day, he was average, second average. There's a horse that he almost earned a triangle while coming off the pace. I do like that. Man, this race just keeps getting better. This 7 horse is really interesting. Stalking day last race, tried to go wire to wire. I gave him an asterisk. He went too fast to win at the second call, and he was 1 tick slower than the fastest winner at the start of the race and at the 6 furlong mark. I really like that race. Wow, 24-1. The 8, I'm not impressed with his last 2 races. In May, he ran a decent race. I'm going to leave him alone. There's some interesting horses in this race. The 9 horse, I really don't care about. He's been average. He hasn't really been getting in position at the top of the stretch. The 10 last race, I don't care that much about that race. He was slow, average, didn't really get in position. 2 races ago, I got him slow. I like that race better than his last race. I guess he can improve 3rd race off a layoff. There's a lot of ways to go this race. The 11 won last race, timer went bad. So I don't know how they got these fractions. I don't trust the fractions. Not a bad race. And the 13 is in this race. 13's been, he won last race by being the slowest winner of the day. He looks like a one-run. He looks like he wants to be a closer. I see some races where he was a nice stalking. I'll be right back. This race is interesting. I'm forming some thoughts. I'll be right back, though. Oh, fucking YouTube TV. Man, I got such a one-track mind. Now I can't concentrate. My wife is yelling at me. Get over it, you weak bitch. Chase is saying that the rail is dead at Saratoga. I kind of agree with how they're betting this race. Right now, the public has this race like this race is super wide open. Right now, the 4's kind of the favorite. I definitely think the 4 is a contender here. One second choice right now. I have no problem with him being bet down. I definitely think he's a contender. But there's some horses. Right now, I almost think that this is too tough of a race for me to go after. But there is a horse that I'm like really interested in, and they're forcing me to stay interested in this race. I like this 7. And he's not the only one. They're like the 8 I find kind of interesting at a big number. The 6 I still think is a contender at a solid number. So I'm interested in this race. I'm probably thinking I like the Dutch, and I think I want to do something with the 7. I probably can't go after this race real strong because I don't have a real solid opinion anywhere. Let's look at Arlington. Oh, I'm pressing. God, man, I'm off. Arlington, I can't even get video on Arlington. Let me sign out and sign back in. All right, Arlington, they're getting close to the gate. I can't tell if it's hazy there or raining there. My vision's not good enough to tell. It does kind of look sunny, but my vision's so grainy that it almost looks like it's raining, but I really can't tell. Yeah, Arlington, it's 0 minutes to post. I'm just looking to see if that crazy bias works. If that crazy bias works, it'll be a 2, 4, 5 exacta box and Dutching the 2 and the 4. But I did put out a warning. This is just a 5-horse field, so I don't know if it's the real race to do it, but I know you guys like the Arlington little bias that's been going. The 7 is the favorite, and he's in the 5 hole. Oh, Parsons, you're live to the 4, 5, 6, 7, 11 hedge win bets, 1, 2, 10, put back $30. What the heck are you alive to? I don't know what you're alive to. Is that a double or is that a pick 3? I have no idea what you do. I'm trying to bring up another window over there. I think you're talking about Gulfstream. Let's see, you could be alive to the double or the pick 3. Okay, you're alive to the double. 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you're alive to some nice horses. Depending on how many times, I'm just going to say, if you got them for $1, your lowest expectation is 88. Yeah, I think you're in position to Dutch. And if that's how much you're alive to, I would say giving 30 back for every $1 you're alive is probably about right. And you're thinking about protecting with the 1, the 2, and the 10. Yeah. I don't think that's a bad place. The only thing where I don't like where you're at, you can still get beat. And if you hedge and you still get beat, you're making the loss worse. I like to hedge when I can have every opportunity. So that's the only thing, but only you know what kind of hit you're in for, and if that protection is worth it. I mean, you'll be alive to roughly 8 of the. There's still 13 horses in this race, so there's still five outs that can make it worse for you. Hey, what's up, Ronnie? You missed a good day and you missed some drama today. We started off with a 14-1 and an 8-1 winner, and then YouTube shut us down. So if you're wondering why there's going to be no video of the racing, I think that might be the problem. I don't know. So that's why you're not seeing the video, Ronnie, if that's what you're wondering. Now, this is a race at Gulfstream. No matter what type of the day, my bet would not change here. Right now, this is a wide open race. I'm interested in a couple horses that they're almost forcing me to play. But no matter what, I couldn't make a real strong stand here. I think the 1 and the 4 deserves to be the favorites kind of deal. The 7, the 8, the 6 I all found interesting. And I even like the 11. Right now, I'm going to end up being rooting for the 7 and the 8. I feel like I'm speaking in code. Hey, Ronnie, I see it. I got a lot of emails about the information on the bias reports. I'll send emails. I talked about it earlier in the show that got shut down. I don't know if it's going to be up to watch. I'll try to respond on there and that kind of thing. Right now, I don't know if I can really do that right now with the way YouTube is. I'm hoping the 7 can get the lead. Right now, I do not like that break. He didn't rush. Actually, he's moving pretty easy. So this might be a good thing. 8 kind of blew the turn a little bit. Not too bad. I guess he's all right, too. Ah, 24. That's the slowest pace of the day. 7's on the lead. He's dueling with the 1. The 1 kind of let him pass. The 6 is one of the horses that I kind of liked. He's in good position. I need 7 to stay into this horse. The 1 came back in the 7, and they're dueling right now. 4's in a good position. He's stalking. 48 and 1 was the half. I don't feel like this 7's embarrassing me at all. I think he's still got a shot. Oh, I got to call the damn race. All right, well, the horse that I said deserved to be favored is going to end up winning this race. Actually, under wraps. Came in 4-5-1, maybe 11. Hey, Parsons, did you do that saver bet, or did you decide against it when I said I didn't like the 5 outs that could still beat you? Nice hit. Nice hit there. By the way, who won the race before this? How did you get $88 for that double? For $1. Oh, the 2-horse one. Okay, so you didn't waste the 2. You said you got to the 2, but you didn't know if you wasted them at that time. Nice hit. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was on a delay today. I think you were live to the 5 horse also, weren't you, Parsons? Yeah, nice hit, man. Gulfstream did not suck today. You guys had a nice 16-1. We had a 14-1 earlier. Uh, even though this was chalky, they've been running some decent prices today. Yeah, you had the 5. Oh, you had the 11 too. Yeah, I don't think anything embarrassed me with the handicapping there. I don't think 5 was really on my radar. But this was a race where, in my head, it was a race that would never be more. I would never have bet this race any more than a play bet. I thought this race was pretty contentious. I gave the slight edge to the 4-1, deserving to be chalk. But other than that, the 7 didn't really embarrass. And I know Churchill, I get less interested in Churchill as the day goes on today. I know we weren't interested in that 3-horse race. Let's see where they're at Churchill. Oh, I wanted to watch that Arlington race. Shit, we missed the Arlington race. I'm going to take it that the Arlington race did not work out because I don't think I've seen anyone saying too much about it. Let's see. Yeah, it came in 7.5. It came in 7.54. I really didn't think that was the right Arlington race to try that on in a 5-horse field with the 7 and the 5 hole. I I, I guess I'm not surprised there. Oh, $3.80 exact. The superfecta paid $1.34. Looks like Jeff is hoping to cash a pick 4 at Churchill Downs. Good luck there. Oh, you hit the pick 4. Or maybe you hit the pick 4. Oh, my God, my back. All right, I'm going to try to look at this next race at Churchill. I think Churchill and Gulfstream wants to still be on top of each other. I'll start with Churchill. This is the 6th race. We got a mile claiming 30,000 non-winners of 2 lifetimes. Oh, it was only the first leg. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the results. I like to follow your guys' bet, what you guys are doing, and hope that you guys are hitting over there. I thought maybe you ended the pick 3. All right, this 6 horse ran at Keelan last race. Average. But he was eased at the stretch. So while he was running, I think he was running an average race at the time before he pulled up. 2 races back, it was an early presser track. It's speed and stalkers. I don't know why I do the EMP, but I'm saying speed and stalkers whenever you see the EP. Bad rail that race. He was in the 7 hole. Matching strides with the slowest winner before he fell out. The 3, I didn't get to look up February. Oh man, I guess I wasn't that interested in this. Well, you know what? I don't have anything on the 5 horse. I'm going to try to look up this 3 horses race. I'm going to try to look up this 6 horses race. Ooh. I'm going to look up the 6 horses race right now. I'm looking up the 6 horses race. He's kind of appealing. I don't know how Churchill Downs ships to Churchill Downs, but press style, there has been a bias there. Let me grab my stuff so I can get my thoughts together. Where the fuck is my press style? I know I did it. Man, I know I did it. I just don't know where I put it on the computer. Maybe I didn't do it. Maybe I did Indiana and... Unless I caught it. Let's see. Shit. No, I don't know where I put it. All right, I'm just going to look up that race on press style right now. Press style I'm a little interested in because what caught my eye there, all last meet, the first time I ever played press style last year, there was a strong bias, stalker closers, especially closers. This race just stuck out in my head as soon as I glanced at it. This horse tried to go wire to wire there. I do have that day. It was a stalking closing day, and this horse got heart triangle. Running against what I would say would be a pretty strong bias there. He's not going to be the only one. The 7 horse coming from Ellis Park, inside stalking day. He tried to go wire to wire. He ran against the bias. He went too fast to win. 2 races ago, he earned 3 triangles for being the fastest. All the lawnmowers are coming. So he matched strides with the fastest winner of the day, which he was. Wow. And then you got the 8 horse. Inside of the track was good. He earned a bias for being on the outside. Plus, it was a stalker day. He went too fast to win. Man, this is a good marked race. Holy shit. This is a good marked race. And I would probably like this race a lot more if these horses weren't all coming from everywhere. They are coming from everywhere. But that's what Churchill Downs is right now. I'm looking up the 3-horse right now. You got to go back kind of far to look him up all the way to February. But I think that's going to be a good race. He was the fastest winner of the day. Triangle, triangle, triangle all the way across. So this race right here, I think there's a ton of speed in this race. Let me see what this board looks like. The 2 is out. The 4 is out. And the public is making the You know what? The public is making this a pretty good race. Everyone's between 5-2, and the longest price horse is 7-1. I kind of agree with this race. I got good marks on almost everyone in this race. Remember, the 3 was the fastest winner last time he ran. Remember, the 5 earned 3 hearts while running against the bias. I'm sorry, it wasn't the 5. It was the 6-horse. The 6-horse, so both of them got great marks. The 7 got great marks. The 8 got great marks. The 9 got great marks. The 10's the favorite. The 10, I can't judge his last race because of timer malfunction. I don't even want to say that's a timer malfunction at Indiana. That's just a timer at Indiana. You can't keep saying it malfunction when it's happening more races than it's not. Boy, in this sort of a race, it would be hard for me to take the 10 at 5-2. And you know what? Let me see if I can look up that Lone Star race. Lone Star would be in Texas. So 7/22. That does no good. That last Lone Star race on the 5-horse was a 1-race sample. That's not going to be any help. 6/23. Okay, Lone Star is a track where I got gaps. I got big gaps in Lone Star. I was keeping track of it. I lost interest in Lone Star, so I can't look up that day. Let me go to May 22nd, see if I can look up that day. All right, so Lone Star, I can't look up his last 2 races, but 3 races ago at Lone Star, this horse earned a heart, and a heart. No, heart, triangle. So I can make a case for every horse in this race. This is a tough race. This is a race that I'm really interested in watching. Okay, so I can't separate this race really good with I don't have a real strong opinion. Everyone looks kind of good here. I'm going to try to use a little bit of class handicapping to try to break this down a little bit farther than just saying everyone looks good. Jeff is saying, Paul, the 10 won't win. I like the 3 and 8 better. I won't say he can't win. I definitely don't like him at 5-2. There's some horses with some real upside. So the one horse, I think this is just going to be a plain old race where you can make a case for everyone. This one horse, he's making a decent drop in class. He broke his maiden claiming 50,000 at Arlington Park. He went up to 80,000. He ran a respectable race. He finished 4 by 2nd. He was placed 3rd through disqualification, so that makes that race even look a little bit better, right? He comes to Churchill Downs. He went to the lead. He kind of matched speed with the slowest with the slowest pace of the day that day. Before falling out of it, that was at allowance 50,000. I can't throw him out because he has a solid class drop here. He's going to 30,000 non-winners of 2 lifetime. And his last race, I think he was running average to when he got pulled up at that higher level. I wouldn't be willing to take 3-1 to find out. I don't think this horse is a great bet at 3-1. But if this horse wins, I would not be surprised. That's kind of my overall feeling about him. There's some things to like, but there's some negatives where being price sensitive, I wouldn't really be interested in him at 3-1. Gulfstream Park horse, I think I said he was all triangles that day, which is good. He was the fastest winner of the day. His biggest drawback is he hasn't ran since February. God damn, I got an itch. He hasn't ran since February. I don't think he's going to end up being lone speed. Not that he has to get the lead. He has won going wire to wire. He has tried other races to go wire to wire. But I still think this horse could rate and win too. I said I was going to try to use a class breakdown to go through this race a little bit deeper. Let's just say with the one dropping and with him having to go to 16,000 at Gulfstream Park, even though it was a good race, I'm going to put him in the kind of less likely category of winning. The 5 horse, he got good speed figures. Like I said, I couldn't judge his last 2 races. They don't really look all that bad. But 3 races ago, he did earn 3 triangles going too fast to win, or 2 triangles or 2 hearts in a triangle. So I think he has upside. I'm just not a big believer in Lone Star horses coming to Churchill Downs. I think that's a class step up, but honestly, I don't use class enough, and I don't follow Lone Star horses coming to Churchill enough to know. I would want to see him perform on this track with these horses. What up, Bentley? 6 kind of falls in the same category. The difference with the 6 is he's actually 6-1. I think that's almost a fair price. I was saying that I really liked him running against the bias at Pressed Isle. Pressed Isle, again, I don't know how they're supposed to ship. I kind of like this horse if he kind of rates here. The 7 to me, he just looks like a sprinter stretching out. I said that because his last 3 races, he was fast going 6 furlongs. But at the same time those words left my mouth, I noticed that he ran 2-mile races, and both of those races he were closers. He's a freaking tricky horse. Oh, wait, the 7 was scratched. The 7's scratched. How did I miss that? I did that because the 7 scratched here. All right, the 8 horse ran what I consider nothing wrong with any of his runs. I guess I just wouldn't be interested in a 4-1 for myself. He was running at allowance 1X. That's probably a level above these. He tried non-winners of 2 lifetime last time, but he ran against the bias. I definitely think he's a contender. 9 horse, I'm going to downgrade 9, not because of anything he did wrong. I think his last race was good. To me, he just won kind of at the basement, maiden claiming 16,000. Not technical. I think there's a level or 2 below that. But I think with so many horses running at higher levels, you know what you got. I guess if you like 8-1, I wouldn't be against it, but he's kind of not for me. And the 10 horse, I'm against the 10 at 2-1. I'm just against him. So I guess the 2 horses I'm most interested. I said I wasn't that interested in 4-1, which isn't really like making me want to bet. But I kind of like the 8 and the, I'm a little intrigued with the 8 and 6 here. And this would be a race that I wouldn't go for aggressively. It's falling in the play bet category. Viper likes the 8 as well. Parsons like the 8 and 9. I think you guys are talking about Churchill. I think that's what you guys are talking about. Parsons just telling people what thanks for doing that, Parsons. He's putting the marks up for the 2 horses, the Pressed Isle and the Gulfstream horses. If I wasn't up what I'm up today, I'm trying to think if there's a scenario where I could make myself want to go for this bet more than a play bet. This would probably be nothing more than a play bet, even if I was down. I guess mainly because, you know what, this would always be a play bet because I think I can make a case for almost every horse in this race. And I don't have a strong enough opinion on anyone. I'm kind of leaning towards the 6 and the 8 are interesting. I think they're fair at 4-1 and 6-1. Well, 9-2 and 7-1. That's even a little bit better. I'm still hovering above if I really want to put this ticket in. I could kind of take it or leave it right now with how good the day is. You know what? I want to have something to cheer for. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do my smallest Dutch play that I talked about so I can have a rooting interest in the 6 and the 8 horse. I think that's where I'm at here. Elliot Blatt just hit a try at Arlington, or are you saying it was all inside? Whoop, and they're off at Churchill Downs. And it looks like the 3, the 10, and the 4 are all dueling on the front end. And it looks like there's going to be, right now, no closers in the race. It looks like everyone is close to the pace here. Eight just took the lead. 8 and the 3 is kind of neck to neck, nose to nose. 6 is rating pretty good. I just need him to have enough class. 8 just took off with the lead. 6 is following. They did go a solid pace. 22 and 4, 45 and 1. I have not been following the fractions at too many races at Churchill Downs today. That seems to be a pretty strong fraction to me. I just need the 8 to finish this race. Ten's not going away, but I don't know if this is going to, this looks like this is going to get closer than I want it to. And the 10 just took the lead.
Oh, Bentley.
It's going to be 10-8-1.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
What'd he do?
The bathroom.
Bentley's in trouble, and I'm going to get blamed.
Yes. Not in the bathroom. How many times do I tell you? Shut the door, Paul.
I'm getting yelled at.
Go by Daddy now. Use your purse.
You know, I thought the 8 was gonna hold on there. I was not looking at fractions today. I got a feeling when I chart this race later on tonight that this might have been a fast pace. But I haven't been paying close enough attention so far to these fractions. You know, I was against the 10, and I kept saying I don't like the 10 at 9-5. And honestly, I would not have took the 10 at 9-5 there. I'm kind of thinking my overall view today at Churchill Downs, I think the outside of the track has been running a little bit better. I think. I haven't watched every race there. I'll be interested how this race came up when I do the charts later. And I think, Parsons, you must be having a good day. You hit a nice double. You come back and hit this exacta right away. Oh, I was just ready to say, you actually stole money on this exacta. Churchill Downs does their exactas for a $2 base bet. So I thought he was getting 20 for $1. He's getting 10 for $1. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, you boxed the outside of the horses. I seen your. Oh, since you boxed it, it's not that great of a bet. It looks like you're going to get $6 for every. It looks like you're going to get $10 back, maybe some breakage for every dollar that you boxed that exacta. But you know what? There wasn't much danger in that bet, to be honest. I mean, the way the 8 and the once the 8 and the 10 hit the stretch, it was I don't think you really had to I don't think you really had to worry about that exact for the entire stretch run. It was just, am I going to get the 8-10 or the 10-8? And you guys are saying that the inside thing worked at Arlington Park. Was that any great value, that race, or how did that race pan out? Let's see, that would have been the second race today. Yeah. I guess technically it hit. But I don't know if anyone would have wanted it. Oh, the payoffs at Arlington Park today are they're kind of sad for the first two races. If we would have focused on that race and talked about it, we probably wouldn't have. I hope we would have looked at those probables and probably knew not to do it there. But technically it worked. I don't know. And Gulfstream Park, it looks like Gulfstream Park is actually off. Man, I'm going to have to figure this out because I don't want to do this without having the races. The one has an easy lead. Two's the only horse in second. And those were the top two betting choices. I doubt it if there's anything that's going to make this race. Well, the 3's coming, but it looks like the 1's going to win the race. It looks like 3's the only horse with a shot to beat this 1 horse. Gulfstream Park 8 race comes in 1, 3, 6. The try might pay something. The 6 was the longest horse on the board, but the 1 was even money. The 3 was 6-1. There might have been a little value in that exacta, but that exact is going to be $10 for $1. Yeah, Gulfstream kind of looks like it's kind of getting back to the inside on the dirt. Actually, there was 2 double-digit long shot winners today at Gulfstream. Both of them were in the 2-hole. Yeah, possibly it is. I noticed Speed is doing. All 3 of them were basically wire-to-wire winners. Also, the 2 long shots in this favorite. The only race where an outside horse won, it was that 3-4, 8. No, I'm sorry, it wasn't the 3-4-8. It was the 7-4-8. It's the horse where a lot of you guys like that 4 horse that came closing. But if I remember that race right, the 7 and the 8 went right to the rail. They were the only speed. They dueled the whole way. So nothing about that race makes me think, oh, it might not be inside. And that 7 was bet down to 2-1. We knew that if he improved, he could win that race. He was one of those horses that was not a surprise. It was just a value standpoint on do you take him at 2-1. Yeah, I kind of agree that the inside of the track's been looking good. But then again, like this race, right? I think just looking at the marks, I think everyone would have been, this one's no surprise. 2 was stepping up, had just as good marks, but he was stepping up. Probably would have gave the edge there to the 1. They were even money in 5-2. This probably wouldn't have been a race where we would have found much interest in. Oh, we're on the last race at Gulfstream. Furlong sprint on the turf, which we love, but it's going to be a 2-year-old. With a lot of first-time start. That's going to be a dangerous race. I might try to play that race. It's going to be on the dangerous side. This last race, I'll be interested in if the horses that we kind of like are at decent odds. If they're 3-1 or under, I'm probably just going to sit out the race and enjoy what we won today. But I'm willing to give that race a shot, but we won't know until we see that odds board. So I'm going to wait on that a little bit. Hey, let me ask you guys what I should do for tomorrow. Should I go ahead and try to do the stream like I always do and be willing to risk getting shut down? It is what it is if I am. Or should I be a big puss and try to do the show, not showing the races, and hopefully we'll be okay? Let me know how brutal it is to watch without... I mean, are you guys depending on my stream to show the races? Or is that kind of you guys are able to just watch on your own devices and it's a nuisance, but it's not that big a deal? Let me kind of know how you guys feel. It's kind of brutal for me not to have the races up here. But yeah, I can watch it on my other screen. I'm just more worried about how it is for you guys. Tell me what I should think about doing for tomorrow if you guys plan on hanging out. Scott doesn't need the vid. Okay, Damien, I hope I'm saying that name right, says he can find the races. If anyone doesn't know, he will gladly provide the link. Brian Reed watches the races on his own. Yeah, Scott, we did get shut down. We got shut down on the screen. On the screen, I even did the protest where you're able to protest it. The first time this happened before. The first time they sided with me and said, no, what you're doing is good. This second time, it looks like they decided to rule against me this time. So I am just, right now, I feel like this stream has been grabbing a little bit of traction. I like what's been going on. I love your guys' support, so I don't want to abandon YouTube because that's where you guys know to find it and everything. That's why I really don't want to go to another platform. Cappy is saying better to have the live handicapping than nothing. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do tomorrow is I'm just going to try to talk about racing. I'm going to try to redo my verbiage. If you guys notice, I've been trying to just give my opinion about the race. We're not going to talk about the other stuff. And let's see how that works, because I don't understand it, because like you guys are saying, there's tons of gambling websites on here. So I'll think about it tomorrow night. It sounds like all the guys that voiced their opinion are saying that the videos do not agree, or the videos are not, me supplying the feed is not that important. So I'll go with that. And you know what? I'm like I said, guys, I'm really grateful for the support. I love that you guys are hanging out, taking part in the chats and everything. So we'll just try to keep this as a good place to hang out. Okay, right now I think my back's killing me. I'm going to end with Gulfstream's last race. So that should give us enough time. We'll be able to look at this seventh race at Churchill Downs. And then we'll look at the last race at Gulfstream Park. So Churchill Downs, we did have one nice winner, an 8-1. I did a small bet on him. That's okay. While I got a little bit of time to kill, I want to go back and look at the Churchill Downs results because, like I said, in my head, with what I've been focusing on at Churchill, it does seem like the outside horses are doing better. I want to see if an inside horse won from what I can see on the charts today. Remember, the charts are behind. They update later. And when we were using last meets, which was just last January, so they weren't that old, but I don't like necessarily using the profile and saying I'll stand behind them because part of the reason why I don't like using the old meets profile, I guess they're good to have. It gives you a head start on what to look at. You might be able to make an adjustment sooner. But when a track runs, okay, so the whole thing is, I'm one of these guys. I know a lot of guys give out reasons why there's biases. I'm not a big guy to ask why. I just spot them and I play them. I don't like to get in the debate. It's weather, it's track maintenance. I don't give a fuck why they're there. We just want to spot them and play them. So I'm going on about this is basically saying, so I don't know what makes a bias. It could be temperature, it could be rain, it could be tons of different factors. And the reason why I don't like to use last meets is just because there was a break and things can change. A track can run different in July and August. Well, they ran, they actually ran in May and June because of just how the sun is. And it could be completely different in August and September because of temperature difference. So that's why I don't like to, act like what was happening is necessarily gospel. It might end up being that it's the same profile, but it might not be. Oh, Jeff missed out on his pick 4. So that's kind of just what I'm thinking. So anyways, I'm just looking at the result chart. So the first race today, it was oh, that's the horse we hit. The 7 horse, who was the widest horse on the track, won at 12-1. Okay, so that's the race we watched and we played. The next race was a 6 furlong race that was won by the 4 horse. I want to say he was roughly three lengths off the lead. That race came, he was also 80 cents on the dollar, so he was the favorite. He went wire to wire. You know how I said I just don't look at the winner to determine the bias? That race came in 4, 7, 6, 8. So kind of the entire track, there was 8 horses in the race. The widest horses all hit the super kind of deal is what I'm getting at. The third race, the 3 horse won. he won by closing. And I'm reading the comments. He was the favorite. He paid $5.80, so he was a contender. He was the favorite. Well, it was second choice. So it was an even money horse. He was in the 3-hole. It says that he was 4-path and angled out. So again, I'm thinking wide, but they're kind of favorites. The favorites ran 1-2 there. Don't know how much we can read. The 4th race, the 1-horse won. The 1-horse won at 5-1. So he was the first horse that won from the inside that was kind of overlooked in betting. But I am watching, I'm reading the comments. It said he circled the field while closing. It said he chased paced inside and then angled out. And the other comment is he circled the field. That makes me think that he was wide for a good portion of the race. The next race was just a 3-horse betting interest. The 4, he was the widest horse on the track. He won. It said he was wide. Right now, I guess I'm doing through all of this just to lean to say I'm liking the call that I think it's the outside, but this is early and it might not be the best thing. Paul, can you give us a daily double play at Gulfstream? I don't think I can. I think this is the last race at Gulfstream, isn't it? Yeah, this is the last race at Gulfstream. Right? Yes. We're going to look at Gulfstream. I definitely can't give out a double because there's only one race. And I'm going to try not to get too chatty so I can, don't let me get, we still got 11 minutes at Gulfstream. Let me go through Churchill real quick. And I want to spend more time at Gulfstream because if I make a bet, if I have a rooting interest, the bigger rooting interest would be at Gulfstream, I think. So we got a mile 16th. We just went after how I think Churchill's kind of been playing today. I'm leaning towards the outside. The 1-horse only ran 1 race. Bad rail last race. He was in the 6th hole. He was slow. That was 5 furlongs. There's nothing there to make me that interested in him. Plus, I'm leaning towards the outside of the track might be the better place. If I like I started with the 2-horse. My paperwork is doing the horse's position before the number. So the 2 is in the 1 hole. So that was a 2-horse I did. The 1-horse I like a little bit better than the 2. Not for any real reason. I just have that the rail was bad last time he ran, so I gave him an asterisk. I think that's a lot to go against when you're making your first start running against a bias. But there's nothing there that makes me get excited about finding a real rooting interest on him. The 3-horse. I didn't look up that Saratoga race, and I probably should have. If I'm going to go through this and see if I can look at him again or if I even want to. He only ran 1 race. I doubt it if that's going to look like a real good race. But sometimes when I don't look up 1 horse, that'll be the horse to bite you in the ass. At the same time, I'm going to look up the 4's last race at Saratoga. 2 races back, his first start ever, he ran on a bad rail. And to me, he made a big improvement the second time he ran. He actually dueled for the lead for a little bit. We're going to want to look that up. The 5-horse ran bad rail that day, but he was in the 5 hole. He was slow. The 6-horse. I'm not going to look up Arlington. I'm probably not that interested in this race. I'm probably going to want to get over to Gulfstream. The 7 just looks slow. I don't have a real excuse. All of these horses can improve. The 8 and 10 are first timers. They're going to get what I think might be the better part of the track today. I'm at Churchill, okay. This is a dirt race, right? This is a dirt race. Okay, so the two first timers, I got nothing to say about them. The 9 horse, average, slow last race. I don't think that's a terrible race. I don't really have an excuse there, that race or nothing. He was in the 9 hole, which could be an excuse itself, but I didn't think there was a bias. He was average, slow that day. He looked like he wanted to be a runner. He came out 6 by 2 1/4. He got to second by, they don't have the beat in length, so I always assume that's a head or a neck. So he made a middle move. He was 5 by 2 at the top of the stretch. I'm going to say that's a decent try for a first timer. And he can improve off of that race. 10, I got nothing to say. The 11 horse, I think he was part of a race that was pretty decent. He went 1 tick slower than the fastest winner for the first 2 calls. That was a turf race. I don't know if this horse is supposed to be dirt or turf. Wow, at freaking 17 to, man, they want to make me make a betting interest. Or a rooting interest, I should say. Who are they betting here at Churchill? The 2 and the 3 and the 4? They're betting the 2 New York shippers. Let me try to look those up. And then I want to go right over to Gulfstream. Where's my New York? Oh, my eyes are not working. There they are. All right, August 8th at Saratoga for this 3 horse. I got him as slow. No excuses, no bias that race. I just got that as a slow race. He was a lot slower. He was 5 lengths back than the slowest winner at the first call. You know what? He showed interest in the stretch. At a sharp price, I'm not interested in this race. But he did show some interest. Oh, the 4 looks a little bit more appealing. So his first race, he ran against a bad rail. That's your asterisk. That's the big excuse. He showed some heart by finishing 3 by 2. I like that race. His August first race at Saratoga, that would have been a heart triangle slow on a stalking closing day. This horse, to me, ran against 2 biases, and he went too fast to win last race. I have no problems with this horse being bet by the public. And the public got him at 9 to 5, so I don't think he's a great opportunity here for anyone. So I guess I'm saying that I definitely think the 4 horse deserves to be favored here. I think the 1 horse might be appealing. The 1, oh no, I don't like the rail. I'm going to stay off of the 1. The 7 looks a little appealing, but he has to take a real step forward. I don't think he's a complete throwout. I honestly don't think this 9 ran that bad of a race. Average, slow for the first time ever. And he's getting the outside today. I think the 11 also has some upside. If I needed a good a get out race here where I think for a small bet or a small rooting interest, I wouldn't be as afraid to take the 11 and the 9, but I'm not doing anything here. Mainly because of where I'm at. It's not the greatest race with the strongest opinion. And I'm pretty comfortable with saying this 4 deserves to be chalk. I'm pretty comfortable with that. All right, and I want to go to Gulfstream. I think Gulfstream is the better. Oh, Jesus. God, I lose track of time. And Gulfstream's just now getting on the track, so. So Gulfstream, we got the 9th race. It's 5 furlongs. It's a turf sprint. This is what we've been feasting on, this bias, for the longest amount of time. You want to either have the lead or within 3 lengths of the lead at the first call, not the top of the stretch, first call. So it's speed. It's heavy favor speed with a little bit of stalker interest. But your stalkers better have that tactical speed. The 1 horse. I think he's a router. He only ran 1 race. Right now, off that 1 race, I can't put him on the lead route to sprint. I hate that angle, especially on the turf at Gulfstream, sprinting. But you know what? He only ran 1 race. This might not be his true running style. He might come out blazing, but I'm not interested in him. The 2 horse looks a little bit interesting. But 22-2 is on the slower side at Gulfstream Park. He'd have to take a real step forward, front speed. I got that race going slow match strides with the slowest winner. Even at 4-1, I don't think that he's one of the horses that I'm willing to take a stand. We're going to have a lot of first-time starters, any of them that can get the lead. So this is a dangerous race. I'm going to need odds, and I'm going to need them on a horse that I think could get the lead. 3 and 4 are both first-timers. They make it dangerous, but I have no game involving them. The 5, I didn't look up because he hasn't ran since last October. That's over 8 months off. It's probably a year off, or pretty damn close, 10 months. I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out. This horse never really had the lead. I doubt it if he'll get the lead today. But so far, we're not seeing any need the lead type. 7 was the horse. When I said I might be interested in this race, 7 was the horse. I seen the morning line at 5-1. He was 1 tick slower than the fastest winner at this distance. It was traditionally 22-1, 45-1 is on the slow side at Gulfstream. But I don't believe in comparing times of different day. For that day, that pace was actually fast. The fastest winner of the day went 22-1, 45. So to me, the track was playing slow. I was hoping to get 5-1. I kind of knew 5-1 would be too good to be true. I was hoping maybe 7-2, 4-1. At 2-1, I'm probably not worth doing what you need to make that to be a real hit, especially on a day like today where I'm having a really good day. So he was the horse that I was interested in here. But right now the odds is not cooperating. The 9 horse, he has a little bit of stalking speed at a route race. I don't really trust him going 5 furlongs. I don't think he'll be within 3. He might be, but I would kind of be surprised. So I like the 7. The other option I did like was the 10 horse here. The 10 ran 21-4. That's what we expect at Gulfstream. I got that as being average match strides with the slowest winner. He dueled the whole way around and kind of just missed. He would be my second choice. And right now, I'm leaning a little bit towards the 7 horse over him. I wouldn't be surprised. To me, this race depends on whoever gets the lead between those two. Hoping that none of these first timers or this 2 doesn't take a step forward. If I needed this bet, I think I'd be looking to Dutch him. But if you don't need the bet, I don't think Dutching a 5-2 and a 7-2 would be a great look. For every $4 you put on, to put 2 on both of them costs $4. So for every $4, if the 7 wins, you're getting less than even money. You're getting 7 back. And if the 10 wins, you're getting 9 back. I'm borderline. In my situation right now, I don't need this bet. Sorry, the last race couldn't be a little bit more interesting than that. And I'm trying to get to Churchill. Churchill, there's running. Oh, shit, I forgot. Churchill was running. 1A got the lead. The 1A was in the 10 hole, or he was on the far outside. I'm trying to, with doing both of those races so quick, I'm forgetting what my opinion was that race. Oh shit, I'm on the same feed. When I do one, I'm sorry, I lost my feed to Churchill. Gulfstream is just now stepping onto the turf. Oh, I messed that up. Let me see if I can get the winner over there at So right now it doesn't look like I'm definitely not betting either of these last 2 races there. And it looks like I missed who even won at Churchill. Jeff, you keep asking for a double at Gulfstream. There's no extra race there, man. A double is a consecutive winner 2 races in a row. The 2 betting horses that I was interested in at Gulfstream are too low. They were the 7 and the 10. And the 2 horse that I said if he could take a step forward, they bet him down to 5-2. I don't think this race is worth betting money into. I really don't. Oh, the 10 horse won at Churchill. I didn't get to see the race. The 10 horse was who was the 10 horse? 10 horse was a first time starter. I like the call today on the outside of the track at Twins or at Churchill. I like that call. I think this is going to be listed as a speed day or as an outside track. Okay, at Gulfstream Park, the 1 gets the lead, going 21-2. 7's in his flank. I don't know if the 7 will be able to run it down. It's either going to be the 7 or the 1 there. It looks like the 1's going to go wire to wire. 1-7-2-10 at Gulfstream Park. And I remember exactly who this 1 horse was. The 1 horse was that horse that I said tried the route race his only time out. I can't put him on the lead, but I can't lock him into a running style. Today he decided. Zayas gave him the right ride at Gulfstream Park, hustling him early. Never allowed the 7 to get the lead. So I'm glad that there was no value in this race and sitting out this race. And honest to God truth, with the 1 wiring, I have no problem with him winning that race. That's what I expected the track to, speed to hold up. Yeah, it's been speed all day at Gulfstream. Dude, we love this turf sprint bias. That bias has been gold. It seems like the only time we don't hit it is when the value's not there, or in a race like this, a horse that is almost impossible to say he's going to get the lead. You're kind of guessing. That's why it doesn't bother me that this horse went wire to wire. I can sleep tonight with my sanity. The track played how I expected it to play. But I couldn't put him on the lead. That's why I believe being odds sensitive, you really got to be, because I really wanted to bet that 7 horse at Gulfstream. I really wanted to pull the trigger on him. When I seen the 5-1, when I glanced at him, I was like, oh yeah, if I get 5-1, we're betting. 4-1. I'm glad they bet him down to 8-5, and it saves you. It saves you when you say you don't want to bet races that you don't think is going to move. All right. Okay, so by the way, I didn't get to see Churchill. I love what I seen that happened in the last race at Churchill. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to Churchill Downs. You know how I called that, I think, in an outside bias? And I kept saying that, look, I couldn't have come up with the 1, I couldn't have come up with the 10, because you guys know that I don't do first timers. But I'm not only excited that the 7-1 on the out, or I'm sorry, that the 10-1 from the outside. I'm excited about that call. But what got me really excited and really giddy right now, I kept trying to recommend this 11 horse. I kept saying that the 11 and the 9 were the 2 horses that I was interested in that race. The 11 got second and paid $22 to place. I did not play the bet. I was working hard on that 11 horse. I'm ready to, since I got so many screens on this, I'm hoping to see chats where someone took advantage of that 11 horse. Oh, fuck, Mac and Company. Did you hit that whole thing? Oh, nice hit, Mac. Oh, nice hit, Mac. I'm glad someone's listening. Nice hit there. Is that 300? Is that 300 for 2? Nice hit. All right, well, you know, with Derby week this week, I already have Gulfstream Park handicapped. Nice hit, Mac. I'm glad. I'm actually really proud of that call and really proud that I was on the 11. I'm glad you were able to put the 10 with them and hit a really nice exacta, man. Right now, just because of Max exacta and calling that track favoring the outside, we got the Kentucky Derby coming up this weekend. I'm going to try to handicap Gulfstream. Okay, Gulfstream's done. So I'm going to try to handicap Churchill Downs for tomorrow. I'm going to try to handicap that as a secondary track. When I start digging into it, if it's too many stakes races, I'm going to make an honest attempt at handicapping Churchill. When I dive into it, if it gets to be too many stakes races, you know, I'm going to try to mark it, and at that time, I'll decide if I want to pull up a Woodbine or a different track. But we'll try to focus. We're definitely going to focus on Gulfstream tomorrow, and we will try to focus on Churchill because we want to see if we can get some information that would help with the big races on Saturday, guys. But fuck, it seemed like the chat room was doing pretty good. Yeah, tomorrow's the Kentucky Oaks. I know a lot of guys like the Oaks Derby doubles, that kind of stuff. So thanks again, guys, for joining me. Like always, thanks for all the support. I'm going to try to answer some of these emails about the bias reports. Right now, I'm basically thinking of doing basically a subscription, $5 a week per track. My first thought is doing initial $20 for the first thing. That gets you everything for a track, and then $5 for me to keep it up. These are my personal notes that I'm doing. Not only do I plan on doing that, I'm one of those guys that if I don't feel like I'm offering real value, I believe that they're helpful the way I'm going to do it. But the bias things, I got some ideas to even take that at even a higher level than I already do it. So, you know, keep contacting me on email. I got a lot of emails to respond to. Don't think that I'm ignoring any of the responses. I honestly did not believe that I was going to get as many emails as quick as I did. So, you know, if I miss you guys or if I don't get to it as fast as I probably should, please bear with me. Trust me, I think this is going to be a really good thing that could really help out. And it's something I believe in, and that's what I really want to do, stuff that I believe in. But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. Today we had a pretty banger of a day. And Bill knows that we missed him. Bill's going through helping some guy doing a bunch of painting. I don't know if basically he picked up a job that he didn't want to do. But there's nothing that happened between me and Bill that he's not here. I've been like wondering why he's not here too. But anyways, guys, hope to see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.